Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Sneaker Tribe's The Practical Sneaker Review. I'm your host Tristan and every week we will be reviewing a different sneaker for you. So stay tuned for more. Before we head into the video, don't forget to like, subscribe and turn on your notification bell. Also, comment down below on what you want to see more on this channel. Also, if you haven't done so, don't forget to follow us on our social media such as our Instagram and Facebook. Now.
Hi, Coach D here. I'm one of the pioneer coaches in SG Basketball and I've been coaching for about 8 years right now.
Wow, 8 years? That's probably older than some of you viewers out there. But anyway, just want to give a big shout out to Coach D for coming down today for the show. Today, we will be reviewing Curry brand's first signature shoe. You guys must be so excited to see us review the Curry 8s today. So other than these two beautiful colorways that we are showing you right now, we're going to show you one more that's inside the box. Let's go. Wow. Ooh. It's a really nice colorway. It's the rainbow effects on the side. Black's my favorite color on a shoe because you can match it with anything. Any jerseys, be it when I'm going out with my friends, even just going for a meal. It's a shoe I would wear. How about you, Coach D?
Black will never go wrong with other colors. The rainbow pattern from the side looks stunning. Yep, very light as well.
Yeah, other than that, you can see that they put so much emphasis on even Curry right here. Curry on the back of the shoe, there's his logo here, and of course the signature Under Armour logo. So if you guys like what we see, me and Coach D, you guys can even check out our store at Singapore Apparel where they carry all 3 colorways for you guys to choose. Before we go further into the video, let's actually zoom into the Curry brand logo. So at first glance when I saw it, I got a bit confused. I didn't know what this logo mean, but I think Coach D will have a better idea.
For what I see is, I think there will be his name, S, C, Curry, and a high wing logo, plus the last one, signature celebration logo.
Yes, so it's basically everything that Stephen Curry is known for. SC, everybody knows what that means. His celebration, every kid does it nowadays. And high wing, so it basically means him going out of his comfort zone, out of what he usually does to make it to the NBA and make it big. So there are other things about this shoe that I really like, that the logo is also at the tongue of the shoe. Yeah, and like I said, Curry right here is at the back of the shoe too. And then there's 5 stars over here. We would like to throw a quiz to you viewers out there. So if anyone knows what these 5 star means, please comment below and we'll find the right answer. So one more thing I like about this shoe is that it's a mid-cut. So it's not too low, not too high, but just perfect for me. So how about you, Coach D? What do you think about it?
I think, to me, I'm a player that runs around most of the time, running off screen and stuff. I think this pair of shoe will make me maneuver quickly, better and more stable, I think. Can't wait to try it on.
Yes, so after talking so much about the shoe, about its logo, how it feels, even the design, right? Let's watch some highlights on Stephen Curry.
Draymond finds him, another 3. Got it! 62! Looney will track it down. Steph one more time for the advantage. Good! If at first you don't succeed.
Second game clock, Curry. Working against none. Lets the 3 go.
There you have it, guys. We have just witnessed the Golden State Warriors all-time leader in both scoring and assists. A game that you guys might have remembered is the 62-point game that he did. Just to let you know, he was wearing a Curry 8 too. And a fact that you guys may not or may know would be he is the oldest player to win the scoring title since Michael Jordan. Alright, and back to the shoes. So now we're going to talk about something more in-depth rather than the external feel and the external look of it. So we've talked about color, we talked about design, its logo. Now let's talk about the weight. So I feel that this shoe is perfect. I like to wear my shoes when it's light, don't need too heavy because it drags me along and slows me down. But let's hear it from Coach D.
Holding it feels quite light. Can't wait to try it on.
So we've covered the color, design, and weight. So now let's move on talking about the material. Judging from what I feel, the material is amazing, really stretchy, and it reminds me of a Flyknit material, especially the ankle area, which provides me mobility and flexibility on the court, which is exactly what I need. And if you see, if we rewind back to Stephen Curry's highlights, you can see that he does that too. And maybe that's why he can score 62 points in the game. So how about you, Coach D? What do you think about the material?
I think the most important part is, for me, is the ankle itself. If you look closely into the shoe itself, there's a padding in the ankle area. I think that's the one that will give you more stability when you're wearing the shoe itself. And I feel that the most different from the look itself, the sole itself, is totally different from the normal sneakers that we are wearing.
So if you guys would like to have a better idea of what we mean by just the rubberless sole is all about, you guys can actually compare it with your shoes that you have at home, be it running shoes, basketball shoes, or sport shoes. So as we can see here, I'll give you a quick breakdown. So your shoes will probably have a outer sole, mid sole, any sole, I don't know sole, okay? But this shoe is basically just one thing just here, okay? And that's why, like I said, it makes it so light, so flexible, and so grippy. Now that we have talked about this amazing technology of this shoe, we'll move on to our last point of the shoe, the traction. And for that, I will let Coach D talk about it.
For traction wise, I think let's move on to the functionality test at short sole.
Let's go! From your functionality test, Coach D. So after you've tried the shoe on the amazing court at Short Zone Singapore, what do you feel about the traction and the overall feel of the shoe?
I agree with what Tristan said. Most importantly, the material of the shoe, after wearing it and trying just now, I feel it's very stable. And 3 S's, no skidding, no sliding, and no squeaking.
Wow, that's amazing about the traction of the shoe. So you guys remember the 3 S's when you guys try out the shoe, and you let us know if what Coach D said was right. Now we're going to talk about shoe comparison. So is there a shoe that you might compare this to? It may be another player's signature shoe, it might be a favorite shoe that you wore before, but tell us more about it.
Compare with Kobe 8, because this pair right here is as light as Kobe 8 that I wore years back, and color wise, I think same thing as well. Yeah. What do you think?
I mean, Kobe is definitely one of the greatest players to ever hit the court, and yeah, his shoes are amazing too. But for me, I feel that this Curry 8, it's uncomparable to any shoe that I've ever wore, ever seen. So yeah, to me, this shoe, perfect and undefeatable, just like Stephen Curry. So now that we've talked about the shoe, did the functionality test, I think let's talk more about the pros and cons of the shoes. So for me, what I really love about the shoe is the weight. Like I said, I'm a player. When he buys his shoe, I will always, first thing I look out is the weight. If it's too heavy, nah. But this shoe, definitely a buy.
Damn, what is that, bro?
For the cons, for me, there's not really many cons of this shoe. I can't even think of one now. But if I had to pick something, it would just be the rainbow color.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
A really nice colorway, It's the rainbow effects on the side. Black's my favorite color on the shoe because you can match it with anything, any jerseys, be it when I'm going out with my friends, even just going for a meal. It's a shoe I would wear. Very colorful guy. I'm quite basic. Yeah. So other than that, I think this shoe is perfect. So how about we ask Coach D what he thinks?
Really? Rainbow color? Come on, man. Okay, what I feel that is pros is what I said just now. I think the traction itself, everything is good. And cons, I think I'll need to try on outdoor and see how it goes.
Now we'll be talking about your favorite part of all sneakers, the kachings. So this shoe is actually retailing at $239. So is it really worth? How about we ask Coach D?
To me, money does not matter actually. If I like the shoe, I will buy it. Yeah. What about you?
Like what Coach D say, I think with all the technologies that this shoe is going to give me, all the pros that it's going to give me, such as the traction, the comfort, and all other advantages that this shoe gives me, and also because it's worn by Stephen Curry, because his 62-point game and all his accolades, if I wear it and I can become like Stephen Curry, easy investment. Last but not least, like how we do in all episodes, we'll be rating the shoe. I'll remind you again on how it works. You'll be rating from amateur, college, pro, all-star, and MVP. You guys could get the hint which is first, which is last. So there'll be a few things that we'll be rating on, and Coach D will give us his opinion on that. So Coach D, are you familiar with how we rate the shoes?
I think so, I will try.
Yeah, so am I an amateur or MVP?
You? In my heart, you are MVP.
Oh no. Okay, but now on to the shoe. So how about let's start with looks. From amateur to MVP, what do you think about the looks?
All-star, I think.
Ooh, okay.
Yep.
All-star. Comfort?
That's definitely MVP.
That's right. That I definitely agree. Coach D wore the shoe, so he has the best first-hand experience. Now, purpose.
Pro?
Pro? Okay. I feel on purpose that it's probably either an all-star or MVP, but it's based on your preference and all. For me, I love to be fast, flexible, love to change directions, so that meets my purpose. So, but on to the last one. We'll talk about the overall rating of the shoe. From amateur to MVP, what do you think?
I'll go all-star.
All-star? Yeah. Right, this guy. I said this guy. But yeah, I'm gonna give it MVP. Okay, because Curry, he is and has won the MVP before. So I think he well deserves the MVP rating, not only for him, but for his shoe too. So there you have it, guys. That's your full review on the Curry 8. But before we go, don't go yet. As promised, we have something nice for all of you. It's the new Curry Hover Splash. So as you can see, we're each holding 2 colorways each of the newest Curry brand shoe, the Curry Hover Splash, which actually just arrived in our stores not long ago. So Coach D, what's the special deal that we're gonna give our viewers today?
Walk into our store today will be 30%. Shopee, Lazada will be 20%.
Wow, if you guys are not gonna snatch it, I'm gonna get as many pairs as I can now. Before we go, we'd just like to thank Coach D again for coming down and giving his personal opinions on this Curry 8.
Thank you for having me today, Tristan.
No problem. So before we go, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment on what other shoes you would like to see in other episodes. And also, don't forget, like what Coach D said, if you want to get these shoes, you can walk into our store and get 30% off, or get it on Lazada or Shopee for 20% off. Thanks guys for staying to the end of the video. Since you guys waited to the end, we have a little surprise for you. Here's what's coming on next week's video. No. Can you guess what this logo means?